They didn't think I could make my own solar panels, but I did. What you're looking at now is some video of my brother Kane. This was taken out in his backyard in Australia, where he lives, and this is a 75-watt solar panel. Now I know it looks like a normal retail price solar panel, but he put this together himself, and I think you're going to be very shocked about how much it cost him to make. In this video I'm going to tell you about Mark Wells. They call him the DIY solar power guy, and that solar panel you saw my brother making, it was made using the instructions that can be found in Mark's DIY solar power guide. I think you're going to love it. In this video you'll discover how to cut thousands of dollars off the cost of solar power by building your own solar panels for under $200, and how to slash your power bills by 80% or eliminate them completely. And stick around to the end of the video because the price will surprise you. Now, I'm showing you this video because we need a greener world, and there's no better time than right now for you to stop throwing money out the window and to start generating your own electricity. And before I go any further, I have to tell you that this video could be taken off the internet at any time, possibly before you finish watching. So please, if you've got time now, watch it while you can. Over the past year, Mark has become a solar mentor to thousands of people from all around the world because he figured out how to dramatically reduce the cost of solar panels, putting solar power within the reach of thousands of people like you and me, people who otherwise couldn't afford to go solar. With Mark's DIY guide, it's now possible to build around 5 solar panels for what it would normally cost for just one retail price panel. You can build a single solar panel or a complete array of panels to power your entire home. And DIY solar panels are of the same quality as the expensive retail solar panels. They look the same, they work the same, and they generate the same electricity. The only difference is that they cost about 5 times less. Have you noticed your electricity bills going up lately? No, it's not your imagination. The cost of electricity is at an all-time high. Experts are saying that by 2015 we'll be paying 100% more for electricity than we were paying back in 2008. That means that your electricity bills are going to double. It's already hard enough staying on top of all the other bills. How are you going to manage paying twice as much? We've become so dependent on electricity that we're now at the mercy of those that control it, the energy companies. Whenever they feel like raising their prices, we just have to pay up, or they'll cut our power off. Imagine living day to day with no electricity, no computer, no TV, not even a refrigerator. No one wants that, so we continue to pay whatever the energy company demands. Sure, you do have the option to switch to solar power. With solar, you can free yourself from the tight grip of the greedy energy companies. You can become independent and generate your own electricity, provided by the sun, 100% free of charge. But the problem is, getting started is not free. Did you know a basic solar installation from a retailer can take up to 30 years to pay back and can cost you up to $20,000? Who has that kind of money just laying around? Converting to solar power is just way too expensive. That is what prompted Mark to do some research into how solar panels are made and to see if it was possible to build them himself. Mark's the kind of guy who hates paying any more than he needs to for anything. After months of research and speaking with the right people, he soon discovered that it was not only possible to make solar panels for way cheaper than retail price, but it was actually much easier than he thought it would be. He was then convinced that with the right information, some materials from the local hardware store, and a few components that can be bought online, virtually anyone can quickly and easily build their own power-producing solar panels. When Mark realized that he had figured out a way to bring solar power into the hands of people who otherwise couldn't afford it, he knew he was onto something big. With some help from a publisher, he put down all of his ideas into a book that anyone can follow. And that book's called MySolarPlans. It's a complete, step-by-step, do-it-yourself solar power guide that can save you thousands of dollars. You can reduce your power bill by 80% or eliminate it completely. You can save tens of thousands of dollars on solar panels. You can go green and help the environment, and you can start solar powering your home this weekend. And the best part is, there's no experience required. Here's what's inside. You'll find out how to build power-producing solar panels for under $200. That's up to 5 times cheaper than retail price. How to protect your household from the rapidly rising cost of energy, and finally go green on the cheap. You'll get the tools list. You should have most of these tools already. You'll find out where to get your parts. On page 5, Mark reveals the cheapest places to get them, both in your local area and on the internet. The online stores deliver all over the world, so that everyone has access to them no matter where you live. You'll find out how to determine the best solar cells to use in your panels and why. This will save you a lot of time and heartache. That's on page 6. You'll see the most common DIY solar power mistakes and how to make sure these don't happen to you. You'll get all the important safety issues that you must be aware of during this project on page 10. And then there's a connection chart. See how everything connects together to power one light, a couple appliances, or your entire home. There's handy little tips that Mark has found along the way that will save you a lot of time and money when building your first solar panel. And there's easy step-by-step instructions on everything, from gathering materials, building your panels, to connecting the battery banks and inverters. There's big colourful pictures, diagrams, charts, detailed dimensions, and explanations of every process to make it as easy as possible for you to follow along as you build your very first solar panel. Now here's a few pictures from the guide showing you a few of the diagrams just so you can see what's in there. Nice colourful diagrams and explanations of everything to help you get started and to take you through the whole process. Now there's no fluff, no filler, it's just a proven DIY guide to generating your own solar energy at home. It's a fun DIY project that you can do in a weekend, and it's very easy to do. Now here's some video that I took of my brother Kane, and he's using the instructions that can be found in Mark's DIY guide to make a solar panel. Now all of the instructions on how to do this are inside the guide. And the best part is, you don't have to wait for the DIY guide to turn up in the mail, because you can download it to your computer right after this presentation. Because you'll get instant access to a special members-only website where you can download all of the plans immediately after you place your order. So you can get started on building your first solar panel right away. Now, this is just showing you what's inside the membership area. This is what you'll get access to once you make your order. And as you can see here, you've got all of the information that you can download straight away and start making your own solar panels. Now you should be skeptical about this video, and that's perfectly okay. But I'd like to show you what previous customers have said about MySolarPlans. Back in May last year, Mark listed MySolarPlans for sale on eBay.com to get some honest feedback, because he knew that eBay users would bluntly tell the truth about what they really thought of the guide. To this day, our eBay account, SolarPlans, has 100% positive feedback. You can even go check it for yourself. The account is still active, although he doesn't sell the guide through eBay anymore. It's not available in any stores either. Currently, you can only get MySolarPlans here through this presentation. Now here's some of the feedback that Mark received about MySolarPlans. What a great package these guys have put together. Will save thousands of dollars. Easy to download, simple to follow plans, many thanks. This is the best solar manual on the market, thank you. Shows simply the whole process, it got me started, good. Excellent, clear, precise presentation for laymen, great value, just the best. Thank you and well done, highly recommended. Detailed information here. Now, this is just showing you a few pictures of some DIYers who have put together their own solar panels, and a few of the applications that they've used them on. You can see the RV, the boat, the house, just to give you an idea of what people have done. So if this guide really can show you how to make your own solar panels for up to 5 times cheaper than the regular price, and it's as easy as these people say, it just makes sense to do it yourself, doesn't it? Now keep in mind that this guide is not for everyone. There is some work involved. It's easy to do when you follow the guide, but if you're not willing to put a little effort in, then you're probably better off just paying full price to have the local service to supply the panels and do it all for you. But if you're the type of person that likes doing things yourself to save money, then you're going to love this. Now I'll get to the price in just a moment. As I mentioned before, solar power installations can cost you up to $20,000. Even if you were to buy the panels and do the installation yourself, you'd still be looking at over $10,000 in costs. But you won't pay anywhere near that to learn how to make your own. While everyone else is paying up to $1,000 per panel, you'll be able to build as many power producing panels as you want. You can get Mark's complete DIY solar power guide, MySolarPlans, for not $297. It's not $197. Look, it's not even half of that. While this presentation is still online, you'll pay the special discounted price of just $49.97, and you'll save on your power bills for a lifetime. Now think about it for a second. If you make just one solar panel, this guide will have paid for itself many times over. If you follow this guide and make 5 solar panels instead of buying $1,000 panels, that's a saving of up to $800 per panel. 5 times $800, that's $4,000 in total savings. Now you're probably a little bit skeptical about this, and that's perfectly okay. I completely understand. It's important to be extremely cautious when buying over the internet, because the sad truth is that there are a lot of rip-offs and scammers out there. That's why I want to make this as safe as possible for you and offer you a 100% risk-free trial. I'm serious about this. If you purchase this DIY guide and decide you don't like it, you can get a 100% refund right away. You'll have 60 days to look through it, and if you decide that you don't like it, just shoot me an email and all your money is returned instantly. Now, to be honest, a very small percentage of customers have decided this guide is not what they wanted, and that's perfectly fine. It's not for everyone. So they just send us an email and we send their money back straight away. We part as friends, no hard feelings. We don't even ask any questions. They get 100% of their money back, and they get to keep the guide as my way of saying thanks for giving it a shot. And I'm not going to make you send anything back like some companies do. There will be some people who ask for their money back just to get the guide for free, but that's a risk I'm willing to take because I know most people will be honest. Now I'm sure you're going to absolutely love this, but the option is there if you need it, just to be safe. I wanted to make sure that this is completely risk-free for you, so you could give it a try without worrying about getting ripped off. So if you're not happy for whatever reason, you get all of your money back. That's how I do business. So are you ready to get started? To get your hands on Mark's DIY solar power guide, just click that big orange button below. Just click that add to cart button. You'll be taken through to the next page where you just fill out your details, and then you'll get instant access to the MySolarPlans guide and all of the training materials. So just click that big orange add to cart button right now to get started. If you order now through this video, I'm also going to give you Solar Power for Energy. Now this is another little ebook, but it's valued at $27. And inside, you're going to find out all about solar power technology, how to best use solar energy for your home, how to combine solar with other alternative energy sources to save more money, and there's much, much more in there. And you'll also get how to be environmentally friendly. Now this is also valued at $27, yours free. And I'm also going to chuck in the audio version. That's valued at $16.95, so you can listen to it in your car. You'll learn how to use less electricity, how to save more water, how to have a greener lawn, how to grow an organic garden, and there's much, much more in there. These bonuses have a combined value of $70.95, and they're yours free when you order through this video. So just click that big orange button below to get started. Just click that big orange add to cart button. That'll take you through to the next page where you can fill out your details. And as soon as you do, you'll get instant access to the MySolarPlans guide and you can get started on building your very first solar panel right away. So just click that big orange button below right now to get started. The question is, are you going to continue to pay whatever the energy company demands for electricity? Or are you going to free yourself from the rising cost of energy and go green? Don't delay it any longer. The time to take action is now. Stop throwing your money away to the energy companies and utilize the free power of the sun. So just click that big orange button below right now to get started, and I'll see you on the other side.